Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be doing a full face of makeup using my favourite products and I hope you enjoy. So, I tend to start with my eyebrows just because the product that I use is the Refi Brow Sculpt, and when you're using this product it tends to go like halfway up your forehead. I'll kind of show you what I mean when I put the product on, but it is something that makes your eyebrows do that kind of fluffy brow look. It's something that I've always loved and I probably will do for a while, because I've used the soap brows before and it just never worked for me because I've got such oily skin. Every time I would put the brow soap, do you know people like actually use soap, like a brow soap? I would do that, and I even bought like properly made ones from companies, and it just never worked for me because of my oily skin. It would mix with it all like throughout the day and it just ends up separating and it just doesn't look cute by the end of the day. So I tend to now just use this because it literally sticks your eyebrows down and they do not move. Like, I literally went to work for 8 hours and they did not budge. But I just brush it through my brows. And I would say, this is obviously showing all my favourite products, but I think this is probably like top 3. I think I've got like 3 that I would say are up there. I let it sit down because at the end it has a little spoolie and a little brush. So I'll just push it down with that. But yeah, I'll just work the product through a little bit and then use the spoolie. What I like to do with the front of my brows is fluff them upwards a bit, just so it's all not going in one direction, because it just kind of looks a bit, so it doesn't frame my face very well. So if I brush the front bits up and then the rest of the brows kind of go to the side a little bit, so it kind of works itself round. Same on the other side. As you can see, when I'm pushing the product up, it's actually going on the skin just above my eyebrow. So when you're putting foundation on, it mixes together, so it just doesn't look cute. It really does not look cute. But they've already actually kind of set, which is crazy. But then I grab my cotton pad, literally my words are not coming out today, and my trusty micellar water, and just wipe away the excess that's just gone above my brow. So once I've done that, I then go on to doing primer and foundation. So a primer that I've been loving at the moment is the Honey Dew Me Up Primer Base, which is by NYX, and I'm literally halfway through the bottle and I probably will get another one. But you're probably surprised why I use it, because I have got oily skin. I do think if you're using a mattifying primer, I just think it just looks really dull on my skin, especially because I don't use that heavy foundation. I literally use I'll show you in a minute, but it's a light foundation, so it's not even medium, it's a light foundation. So I need something underneath my skin that will dew me up a bit and not be so like flat, so that's why I use it. But the thing is, with my skin, if I set with powder any parts that does get oily throughout the day, I don't have any problems. So the primer is more something I will go for something a bit more dewy. Going on to foundation, I tend to use the MAC Studio Face and Body Foundation. I think it's C3, but I need to get another bottle of this. To be fair, that has lasted me so long. So I have this is actually a new brush which I've never used before, and it is the Revolution R7 Buffing Foundation Brush, because with something like this, as it's so light and it's like a water-based foundation, if you use a sponge, the sponge tends to like soak most of it up, so you do want to go for like a brush or something, because it won't soak up 3/4 of the product. So as you can see, I've literally just done the one half of my face, and it just adds as I fake tan and I don't tend to put the tan on my face, it obviously my face is very pale, so it's kind of just like, you know, blends it together without being so heavy, because I hate the feeling of having a heavy foundation on. Oh, I want to rip off my skin if I feel it. So once I've done that, I then go on to concealer, which my concealer is probably one that loads of people use, and it is, I find it. Do you know what? Half my makeup's actually really dirty because I just don't clean it. And that product is the Lasting Perfection Collection. I said that so wrong. The Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer, and this one is in lemon because it's more of a yellow undertone, because the lightest one they have in their makeup collection is actually really pink, and it just doesn't suit my skin, especially when I fake tan. But I tend to literally go there and there. That front bit to brighten this area because I do get dark circles, and then this one to lift my face up. And I will be using a new product today, which is a new product, another new brush, like applier. So you can kind of see that it just lifts my face up. I'll do the same on the other side, obviously. But this concealer is literally, I think it's about £3. A little bit on my chin, a little bit on my forehead. There we go. Now, I don't know if anyone's like me who wears makeup, but I've only just kind of got into doing cream blush because I've never actually... When did I start actually wearing blush? Probably like a year ago, maybe just before that. But I just never wore it because I was just like, oh, I fake tan, it's not going to show up as much, which is so stupid. But I also got one of these in my glossy boxes, and the thing's rubbed off the top, the actual product. Oh, wait. Never mind, it's on the bottom. The Beauty Crop Butter Lip and Cheek Balm in Mauve Wave. I don't use it for my lips because it's a very, very light colour. But I do use it for my cheeks. So I use any sort of beauty blender. And it blends like butter. Like you can see, like that literally. As soon as you put it on your skin, it just blends. And I do it again on the other side. That's got to be one of my top 3. It's got to be one of my top 3. So firstly we've got the Brow Sculpt by Refi, and then we've got this one, the Cheek Balm from the Beauty Crop. I don't know what's going to make the third, to be honest with you. Yeah, so don't judge me on how my powder looks because I use the Revolution Lace Baking Powder. Now, this is not probably one of my top powders that I use. I'm actually going to purchase again the Laura Mercier, is that how you say it? Mercier? You know what I mean. Powder, because that has to be one of the best powders I've ever used. And for someone that's got oily skin, powder is very important. Now, I do love the Laura Mercier, but this one does its job. And it's literally like a £5, so I do want to treat myself and get it again. So once I've powdered a little bit, I then go with a brush to do the rest of my face, because I kind of just wanted to pack the powder on the places that I do get oily, which is my chin, forehead and under my eyes. So then I literally do the same thing I did with and just put loads of powder on my face. So I use the Revolution dark brown brow pencil. I think this is the only one they actually have. My camera just stopped recording, but yeah, I'm literally going on to my eyebrows, and yeah, it's a Revolution one. So literally I've already got quite a good, I've already got quite a good shape to my eyebrows, but it's just literally filling in any gap. Now you're probably wondering why I'm using such a dark brow pencil. It's because I have very dark eyebrows. Not like black eyebrows, but yeah, dark brown eyebrows. And obviously that's why I don't go too heavy with it, because and use, you know, a brow pomade, or I just literally do it to mimic some hairs into my eyebrows, because I do have quite a lot of gaps. But yeah, one of the best, like, it's so cheap as well. I think it was literally like £3, £4, and I think I bought about 3 of them just in case one of them broke. So yeah, once I've done the eyebrows, I then go on to the eyes, which today I'm probably going to do more of a smoky eye because I do want to use some fake eyelashes that I bought because I'm being very bougie. I don't tend to wear fake eyelashes, by the way. One of my favourite eyeshadow palettes is the 4-colour palette Nude Matte by Beauty Bay. And now this one is dirty. I don't really want to show you. But you can see. This is bad. She is loved inside. This top colour, which is Nothing Else. I might do more of like a cat flick out. And then I will go into this Raw Sienna, which is a top right colour. I really can't speak today. And I literally just buff this in the outer corner. I'm literally concentrating this just on my lash line. I'll then deepen it up with Cinnamon, which is the next one down on the left. I would then very lightly, let me just say, use Slow Motion, which is this dark, is that dark? It's not the darkest brown because we've got this one down here, but it's like the one up from that. And literally just slightly dip it in. And really concentrate on that lash line, making sure I'm flicking out as I go. And then I'll go back onto this this shade, which is Raw Sienna again, and just buff it out. So quickly off camera, I just put my eyelashes on, which are the Tatty lashes. But do they have like a shade? A shade? It's not a shade. If they do have a style, I'll put it down below. I don't really see anything right now. But yeah, I've put them on quickly. Let me just say, the glue that comes with it, God, it's stuck down, like they are not moving. I'll quickly then go on to put a bit of setting spray onto my face, which I use the St. Lux setting spray, which is more of like a dewy setting spray. Yeah, and let that sink in just a little bit. Also got that from my glossy box. And then I'll go on to bronzer once that's dried down. And I'll use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Bronzer in Cappuccino. I can feel that it's not dry yet. I'm just trying to like air it out. So yeah, I literally just tap it, blow it, and then circular motions. Just, I wouldn't say below the cheekbone, probably just on top. Because you kind of want to lift your face up with the eyes, the eyeshadow that you used. The eyeshadow style that you did. So yeah, I do that, and then I do it over my forehead as well. And then I'll do a bit of nose contouring. I actually use the little eyebrow brush that I used for my eyes and use the same bronzer. Just quickly tap that out because I put a little bit too much on. There we go. And then I will then go on to a bit of highlighter, which I've been using I'll use the same brush that I bronzed with and just literally dip it the tiniest bit. I don't like it to be too heavy. And just put that in. Oh. And then lastly, I will quickly go on to lips, which I use the Rimmel London Lasting Finish lip liner in Cappuccino as well. Look at that. To line my lips. And then for the middle, I will use, what is this? Anastasia Beverly Hills matte lipstick in, I don't think it has a name, it doesn't say anything, but it's that colour there. I don't know if you can see it. And then I'll just put that all over my lips. But that is the finished look of my favourite products. I hope you guys enjoy the video, and I'll see you next week.